I started my diet by drinking herbal tea and taking magnesium along with aged garlic extract to manage my blood pressure. I was in stage 3B with my eGFR dropping to 39, and now it has gone back up to over 60. Can you imagine that? What an incredible achievement! This is saving the lives of kidney patients. Today, I'm thrilled to share with you an inspiring story from one of the patients. I watched all your videos and completely changed my life. I can't believe it, today I am no longer suffering from CKD. I was in stage 3B with an eGFR of 39, and now it has returned to above 60, putting me in stage 2. Can you imagine? I started a diet, drank herbal tea, and took magnesium along with aged garlic extract to control my blood pressure. This is exactly what I'm talking about. A truly incredible achievement. Thank you for sharing your journey with us, and congratulations on your amazing progress. You deserve this. And make no mistake, this is not my success, this is yours. I may have guided you, but you're the one who made the choices. You followed the diet, committed to exercising daily, and took control of your health. This man is truly committed to his health. Even though he has now returned to stage 2, where a strict diet is no longer a requirement, I made him promise that he wouldn't go back to eating beef and French fries, which is honestly remarkable. He's also still taking the other supplements I recommended, magnesium and garlic capsules to manage his blood pressure. Now, this is important, not only for cholesterol levels, it also works as a detoxifier. Of course, I would never violate this patient's privacy, but I do have his permission to share the supplements he's taking and why he's taking them. A lot of people have been curious about the kind of tea he used to get such amazing results. Many have asked about this tea and the other supplements he's using in the comments. So let's start with the tea. This is actually the very tea that helped me overcome CKD, based on a traditional formula. Today, I'm going to share with you an updated version, so take a look at how to make it. It's quick and super easy. First, you'll want to gather herbal leaves, a powerful natural remedy. This herb helps the kidneys in 2 ways. First, it reduces inflammation in the kidneys and urinary tract. It's a natural anti-inflammatory with pain-relieving properties. Second, it acts as a gentle detoxifier. And here is the nettle plant. Thanks to its natural anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties, nettle has been used for centuries to treat sore muscles and joints. But the reason it's in this tea is due to its ability to help lower blood pressure and blood sugar. By the way, nettle is a very common plant that grows in most gardens around the world. And although it can cause itching and rashes, never touch it with your bare hands. Next, we have juniper berries. These are the fruits of the juniper tree, an evergreen shrub that grows in many parts of the world. They not only give our tea a wonderful flavor with their tart and spicy taste, but juniper berries are also a stimulant for the kidneys and bladder, helping to eliminate impurities and toxins. They are rich in essential oils and flavonoids, which act as powerful antioxidants. Finally, perhaps the most important ingredient is ashwagandha. This is undoubtedly one of the most powerful adaptogens on Earth when it comes to protecting the kidneys. Ashwagandha is highly effective at halting the progression of kidney disease. In one study, this remedy was able to significantly reduce creatinine levels in patients with stage 4 and 5 kidney disease. Now, ashwagandha and juniper berries are often sold as whole dried fruits or already ground. You'll need to grind them before preparing the tea, but you can also buy them in powdered form if you prefer. This tea should be prepared in a special way to maximize the effects of these herbs. This is what natural doctors in the US call a decoction. To make it, the herbs need to be soaked in water for 2 to 4 hours before making the tea. Once they are ready, bring the mixture to a boil. When the water boils, reduce the heat and let it simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. Strain the tea, let it cool, and drink. This is an herbal tea with strong detoxifying and blood pressure lowering properties. It also reduces fasting blood sugar levels, so make sure you're monitoring those levels. You don't want to end up with blood pressure or blood sugar that is too low. On the other hand, if you're using this tea to reduce your need for special medications for high blood pressure, you're on the right path to improving kidney function. Another thing that really helps kidney patients is the detoxifier he's using. This is something called chitosan, and it's a great way to protect the kidneys. If you follow me regularly, you may know how most detoxifiers work. They are taken before meals so they can bind in the gut with all the toxins we don't want passing from food into your kidneys. A good recommendation is often acacia fiber. Acacia fiber has been extensively tested on patients with advanced stages of kidney disease. It's safe and effective. But why do I recommend chitosan for this patient, you might ask? First, because chitosan has also been tested in patients with CKD and those on dialysis. One study looked at the effects of chitosan on 80 patients with stage 5 kidney disease. Half of the patients were given chitosan capsules 3 times a day. The result? After just 4 weeks, the test subjects had a significant decrease in creatinine levels compared to the control group. We're talking about a 133% reduction in creatinine levels here, which is clearly a big deal, especially for stage 5 patients. But you see, that effect can also be achieved with acacia fiber. So why use chitosan? Because most people use chitosan not for kidney disease, but for something else, cholesterol. Chitosan is a popular remedy for lowering cholesterol and is often used to support weight loss. This is why it's easy to find in supplement stores and why it's so inexpensive. Actually, it is extracted from the shells of shellfish and has the ability to absorb fat. In the past, this product was even used to detoxify drinking water. When sprinkled on the surface of water, chitosan absorbs grease, heavy metals, and other harmful substances to the extent that a layer of scum can easily be removed from the water's surface. It performs the same function in the digestive tract. That's why chitosan is sold over the counter as a fat blocker. It binds to fat and cholesterol in the intestines, preventing their absorption. So, the reason I might recommend acacia fiber for one patient and chitosan for another is because different detox agents have different properties. In many cases, you can achieve 2 goals at the same time, and that's always a good thing when patients are already taking multiple supplements and medications. Speaking of which, another very important intervention for patients managing their health is the use of certain blood pressure lowering supplements. When I recommend these supplements, I look into the best brands and their quality control standards. Now, let me warn you, everything comes down to keeping your blood pressure under 130/80. There's no way around it, there's no running away from it. Sure, running may help lower blood pressure, but let's not stray off topic. You see, the way to prevent kidney disease is by taking as few medications as possible, but you still need your blood pressure under control. First up is magnesium. If you're lacking this miracle mineral, your blood pressure will spike faster than your cat climbing the curtains at 4 a.m. Magnesium deficiency is very common in CKD patients, especially those taking vitamin D or diuretics. So basically, 90% of you should be taking magnesium. As you can see, taking aged garlic tablets, the herbal teas we just discussed, chitosan, and many other supplements and remedies can help manage your blood pressure. Now, you might ask, Why are you so obsessed with helping people lower their blood pressure naturally? Here's the thing, blood pressure management is absolutely crucial in treating kidney disease. If you want to improve your kidney function, then never let your blood pressure go over 130/80. Keep it under control. This goal can be achieved naturally through certain supplements, as we've seen, along with diet and light exercise. However, for some patients, these natural interventions are still not enough. What I want to say to them is, keep taking your blood pressure medications, alright? I understand that no one likes swallowing pills that come with a 3-page list of side effects. But trust me, it's a lot better than the alternative. Guys, this is a pretty serious issue. I know some of you think blood pressure meds are hard on the kidneys. Well, they're not exactly giving your kidneys a bubble bath, but not taking them is like running a bulldozer through your kidneys. So, if you don't feel like a bulldozer just ran over your kidneys, take your medication and make sure your blood pressure stays below 130/80. And these supplements are powerful. But if you ask me what the most important part of your treatment is, it's the diet. The diet is the king, queen, and entire royal court of CKD treatment. Why? Because nothing is as tested, proven, and reliable as the renal diet. I'm talking about things that have been tried and proven. Countless patients have experienced this firsthand. These patients started improving the moment they began eating, bell peppers instead of eggs, asparagus salad instead of hamburgers, or when they switched to barley and vegetable soup instead of spaghetti and meatballs. But you see, even though the renal diet works better than anything else, I usually don't push it too hard. I'm not a diet dictator, slamming my hand on the table. I won't force you into it. I physically can't make you eat the right stuff unless I crawl into your kitchen and start snatching hamburgers out of your hands, which might be illegal. All I can do is point you in the right direction. But I want to be very clear about this. Changing your diet and lifestyle are the only things in the world that can lower your protein levels without side effects. They can help you lose weight and reduce blood sugar levels without pills or insulin shots. They can lower cholesterol, reduce your blood pressure, and ultimately change your destiny with kidney disease. But only you can decide to begin that journey of improvement. I can prepare a diet plan for you. I can show you which exercises are safe for you, but you are the one who has to carry them out every day. Yes, I understand that shifting from a normal diet to a plant-based low-protein diet is easier said than done. Adopting a low-protein diet is like walking across rough terrain. So, I can point you in the right direction, but you have to get there on your own. Actually, there's one more thing I can do for you. I can advocate for you. Many doctors will still tell their kidney patients that there's no way to improve kidney disease, that all you can do is try to manage the decline in function. But here's the truth, science and experience prove those doctors wrong every time. When a doctor or researcher tells you that you no longer need a renal diet and should just take a few more pills, the reality is, a recent study going around is suggesting that patients don't need the renal diet anymore, just take more meds. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all, and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.